The animation's okay, which... This is an amazing video! Hello there, mysterious person behind the screen, and welcome back once again to the Doctor Who DVD Blu-ray collection for 2018. In this part, we will be looking at all the available Patrick Troughton stories. So let's get on with it with Variant. I mean, I've got two different versions of this next story, so let's crack on. It is Power of the Daleks. Very nice cover there. This is the slipcase version. I usually keep the slipcase off, so the spine matches with all the other DVDs on the shelf. And I usually display the slipcase somewhere else. So yeah, there's the DVD as it is, fitting with the rest of them. Is this 2 discs? Let's have a look. Yes, this is 2 discs. Comes with a really nice behind-the-scenes booklet of the animation. But this isn't the only version I've got, because right down here, we've got Power of the Daleks Collector's Edition. So if we put that up there, right? This is the Power of the Daleks Blu-ray Collector's Edition, which is really nice. Comes in a J-card. Paper cut! Oh, I just cut myself. That's lovely. Comes in a J-card here. Came with an identical booklet to the DVD version. That's J-cards just fell off. I've really cut myself there. Ow. Comes with an identical booklet to the DVD version, but just obviously scaled down to fit the Blu-ray size. Even nicer cover there, and on the back too we got the TARDIS. Now in my opinion, this is the version to get. I've never actually watched the original DVD version, I just got it to fit with the rest, because this has got 4 discs. Disc 1 is the black and white animated version on Blu-ray. Disc 2 is the colour version on Blu-ray and the Telesnap reconstruction. Disc 3 is the black and white version on DVD, and Disc 4 is the colour version on DVD. So you get Blu-ray and DVD for each of these. Very nice steelbook. If you don't care about continuity with the collection, I just get this one straight off, because it's got everything you want and more. It's a great release, and the Power of the Daleks story itself, it's a great story. Animation lets it down a little bit, but it's still, I'm so glad they animated the whole thing. I'm bleeding. I'm so glad they animated the whole thing. It's nice to finally see it. And yes, definitely a worthwhile release to pick up, whichever version you choose, but I definitely recommend the collector's edition. And we have the Underwater Menace. This is a piss poor release that I have done a review and a rant on my channel before. It's not a very good release. Episodes 1 and 4 are telesnaps, which, you know, will be fine if the telesnaps weren't so haphazard. There's like one bit where it stays on the same picture for like 2 minutes, and it's just awful. It's a nice cover. See there, it's whiting out a sec. Should we focus in on that? That would be lovely. Yeah, really good cover actually. It's just a shame that the release is so piss poor, and the story isn't great either. I'm not a fan of the Underwater Menace, but I am a fan of our next story that we have here, which is the Moonbase. I adore the Moonbase. I think it's a great Cyberman story. One of the definitive ones, of course. It's Troughton's first encounter with the Cybermen, first of many. He will, you know, he encounters the Cybermen more than any other Doctor, and this is a great one to kick it all off. Lovely cover. It's so creepy, the Cybermen, the way they walk, and the whole virus aspect to it with the coffee, and Jamie and the Piper. Is the Piper in this one? Yeah, must be the Piper in this one, because he gets scared a lot, poor Jamie, with his old Scottish urban legends. But it's the Piper in this one, and it's great. The animation is tied with the 10th Planet as being my favourite one. It's great. It's so atmospheric, so eerie, so much it adds to the story, and I think it's fantastic. Yeah, so that was season 4. I mean, like, season 4 has been pretty obliterated by missing episodes, and it is such a shame. But now we've got on to season 5. This is the opener of season 5, isn't it? Or is that Evil of the Daleks? Either way, this is season 5 with the Tomb of the Cybermen. This is the special edition available in the Revisitations 1, 2, or 3. I can't remember which one it is, but it's available in one of the Revisitations box sets. And this is another sort of quintessential story. Matt Smith took inspiration for his performance as the Doctor from it. It's so good. I return to it so often. The Cybermen are just as creepy, if not more creepy, as they are in the Moon Base. Got the Cyber Controller appearing, got some Cyberman action. These are my favourite designs of Cybermen. They got subtle modifications in each story in the Triton era, and these are by far my favourite versions of them. They are amazing. The way they move, and they're so slinky, but but like when they need to be, they're so fast and they jolt, and it's like it's fantastic. It's got that wonderful scene with Triton and Deborah Watling, which is lovely. Tomb of the Cybermen's a fantastic story, undeniably. It is such a shame that Triton's era has been pretty decimated by missing episodes, because... Oh, something's fallen off. What is that? I can't see, because my light's blinding me. What is it? I can't see. I'll have to tend to that later. You probably saw. This video is a mess. The Ice Warriors. The Ice Warriors is fine. It's not one of my favourites. The Ice Warriors are really good in it themselves. The animation's okay, which... This is an amazing video! I can't remember which episodes are animated, but it's an okay animation. I like it a little bit. I like it quite a lot, actually. Ice Warriors, not a story I return to, but a good first appearance for the what are the nicknames for the Ice Warriors? You can't really call them anything. Oh well, good first appearance for the Ice Warriors. They are a great villain. The Enemy of the World. This is the original release. I will have the special edition soon, because it sounds far better than this release. No extras or anything. But I will have the special edition soon. The Enemy of the World, I need to revisit. I need to revisit. I don't think I appreciated it much on my initial watch. I need to definitely watch it again. But it is Doctor Who does James Bond, and I think for the most part it succeeds. It is let down a bit, just by the fact by its budget, and it's probably a bit too ambitious for what it was going for. But it's still a good story. I just think I need to revisit it. Probably when I get the special edition, I'll revisit it. But no. Not one of my favourites, but it's a good one. Web of Fear. This and The Enemy of the World are sort of the two that were rediscovered. They both lead on from one another, and this is another great story. That's a lovely cover. Do you think I'll do a special edition of this soon? Maybe, I don't know, because this is bare bones as well. But I love the Web of Fear. It's got so much iconic imagery in it with the Yetis. Obviously, they first appeared in Abominable Snowmen. But that story's missing, and this is just a DVD collection. So yeah, the Yeti in the London Underground, the units in this one. Episode 3 is Telesnaps, but it's fine. I can live with it. It's a shame episode 3 isn't fine, but whatever. Maybe they'll animate it and do a special edition. I don't know. But Web of Fear is a classic story. Absolute classic. Kicking off season 6 with the Dominators. It is season 6. This is the first one of season 6, isn't it? Yeah, first one of season 6. Oh god, this was a struggle to get through. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I really enjoyed episode 1. Then after that, it just went downhill real fast and never really recovered. It's really dull. Dull Kiss? Dull Kiss? Yeah, right. I like the characters in it. Cully's a really good character. And the Dominators are okay. I do like the Quarks. Command accepted. But yeah, it's a nice little bit of 60s sci-fi, but it got away from me really fast, and it's not one I'll be returning to often. I first watched this about a month ago, so it's really fresh in my mind. Not a great story, unfortunately. It's pretty hated by fans, and unfortunately I can see why. The Mind Robber, however, is on the complete opposite spectrum, as it is a loved one by fans, and it is a great story in its own right. The Mind Robber is terrific. I really like The Mind Robber. It's very inventive, it's very all psychedelic, wishy-washy, which I do like when TV shows go, specifically, definitely Doctor Who is a great... It's always great when it goes a bit psychedelic and a bit odd and a bit out of formula. Triton's fantastic in it. Oh no, I've lost his face. Oh, Jamie. Oh dear. the replacement of Fraser Hines for a few episodes is ingenious because he went on holiday, I think. No, he got chickenpox, wasn't it? Yeah, got chickenpox. So they just bring in another actor and just say, oh, the Doctor was trying to rebuild his face, but he got it wrong, so he looks different. That's ingenious. That's great, isn't it? Mind Robber's a really good story, proper classic, and I do return to it often. This is a really weird backing. This release was from 2004, 2005. So that looks really weird to me. Oh well. I think it's because a lot of the Triton stories are released in sort of recently, whereas a lot of other Doctors are spread out. Tritons are very much sort of, some of them were released earlier on in the range, a lot of them were released later on, so they're fairly uniform in their covers. But here we go, The Invasion. This is the first animation we've got here. Special edition DVD with the missing episodes 1 and 4 reconstructed with brand new animation and original TV soundtracks. And for a first attempt, the animation's really good, actually. I like it a lot. The Invasion is an absolute classic. It is a 2-disc set here. 2-disc set, which is nice. These, if you see these, the desk calendar last year, my English teacher gave me the pages every day I was in his lesson. He would give me the pages to rip off, and I would take them home. So I put them in the DVD cases of their stories. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, 2 discs, very pretty much an essential DVD. It is. It's a great story. The Cybermen are great in it. It's so iconic as well with the them coming out of St. Paul's. 8 parts, very good. It's got the as you see there, it's on the cover of Triton jumping away from the laser blasts. Very funny scene. Oh no! It's all good. The Invasion is an absolute classic. Next we have the Crotons. I actually have this one's soundtrack. Where are you? On vinyl. That's good. It's got a really good soundtrack, and I've got the vinyl of it. I don't mind the Crotons, actually. It loses its way a bit towards the end. The Crotons the voices are unintentionally funny because they're just Cockney. This is a warning. This is a warning. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But it's pretty good, actually. Triton's really good in it, as always. Zoe sort of gets a bit of a spotlight in here, which is why she's on the cover. She gets a little bit of the spotlight, and Crotons. It gets some hate from fans. I quite like it, actually. So next one is the reappearance of the Ice Warriors in the Seeds of Death. Again, this is the special edition from the Revisitations box set. Again, can't remember which one, but it was one of them. And Seeds of Death, again, not one I return to often. I think it sort of loses its way a bit towards the end. But I don't mind it. It's a good story, good return for the Ice Warriors, you know. And it's always nice seeing the Ice Warriors in Doctor Who, and a great bit of 60s sci-fi as well. You know, Triton's Doctor is always, for me, one of those ones where he's almost like this really nice, you know, uncle. He's a really nice uncle, and he's always going to take care of you. And I think the scene in episode 1 where he's going through the museum with is it the museum? I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched it. He's taken Jamie and Zoe through the thing. He's like, "Oh, what's that, Zoe? Go have a look at that." And it's like he's being all parenty and nice, and it always brings a warm feeling to me. So for that reason, I do like Seeds of Death. Patrick Troughton's one of my favourite Doctors. He's top 5 easily. He's fantastic. And the epic finale to his tenure and the epic finale to season 6 is the War Games. 10 long episodes, but it's a good one. I do like it. This is 3 discs spread across 3 discs here, because it's such a long story. The War Games is one of the best releases in the range, just for the sheer amount of special features you get. There's so much here. It's such a good release for a great story. Some of the episodes are filler, but I don't care. It's a fantastic story. Triton's regeneration is very creepy, because he just spirals away with that face, and it's sort of like, yeah, it's really scary, actually. And the Warlord we get, first appearance of the Time Lords, you know, it's such an important story for Triton's Doctor, and yeah, what can I say? Such an important story for the history of the show as well. We get so much information about the Doctor we didn't know. For 6 seasons we thought he's just this mysterious little man going off in a wooden box, but here we get some backstory. So it's really nice. It's quite shocking after 6 seasons of investment in the show to learn that, and its show hasn't been the same since. So the War Games is an absolutely fantastic end to season 6, absolutely fantastic end to the Triton era as a whole. So yes, next time we will probably should mention here, where are you, Christmas? There you are. Lost in Time. Now that we're at the end of the 60s era, I do have the Lost in Time box set. I managed to track down the original release from CEX, so it's got this big chunky case. Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3 there. Another essential release, because if you want to experience some missing episodes, you know, pick up this one, because it's a great way to experience them. It is a bit damaged, again, they got it from CEX, but I'm glad to have the original release, because it's since been slimmed down to a standard DVD case. So that's a really nice thing to get. It's got loads of Hartnell and Triton episodes on there. So now we're at the end of the 60s, I have that too. So next time we will be looking at the John Pertwee era. Don't know when that will be, because I've still got a few of his stories to finish watching, but yes, looking forward to that one. If you did enjoy this one, what is your favourite Second Doctor story? Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.